done right now. And we do this every single day to practice consistency, to build a little bit of community, and hopefully to make a whole bunch of progress in our side splits, in our leg movement, and cool squatty looking stuff like that. If this is your first time joining in, take a couple of minutes, stretch, hang out, work those muscles, warm on up. And if it's not your first time, welcome back. Let's get to work. The first thing we're going to do is warm up because I don't expect you to have done anything prior to this. And seeing as it is 9 a.m. on the East Coast right now, you probably haven't done anything just yet. So let's start with the warm up. We're going to start with hip cars. Hip cars are spelled CAR, little s, controlled articulated rotations. So it's all about controlling your position of the leg and rotating a whole bunch of different things. We're going to start by lifting this knee as high as we can. We're going to open up to the side as wide as possible. We're going to rotate, bring the ankle and the knee up horizontal. From here, we're going to keep on rotating. Lift that ankle up high and bring the leg down and back. Flex the hamstrings, flex the glutes. Pull this leg back. Feel the stretch here in the hip flexor. And that is one rep. We're going to do 10 of these on the left side. We're going to do 10 on the right side. And then we're going to reverse the whole thing. All right? That's the move. Let's go. High knee. Open. Ankle up some more. Down and back. High knee. Open. Ankle. Down and back. High knee. Open. Ankle. Down and back. That's 3. 4. 5. 6. Open. Ankle. Down and back. Knee. Open. Ankle. Down and back. Knee. Open. Ankle. Down and back. I think it's 8. 9. Last one. 10. Those are hip cars on the left side. Let's turn it around and do the other leg. High knee. Open. Ankle up. Down and back. This exercise, this warm-up, is all about strengthening our muscles and forcing our leg into these hard-to-reach positions and getting stronger while we do it. I think this is 4. Open. Ankle up. Down and back. 5. Open. Ankle up. Down and back. 6. Open. Ankle up. Down and back. 7. Open. Ankle up. Down and back. 8. Open. Ankle up. Down and back. 9. Open. Ankle up. Down and back. Last one. 10. Those are hip cars going forwards. Take a quick break, breathe, catch your breath, and relax for a second. I'm checking out the chat real quick to see how things are going. Everything's looking all right. Alec400 is in liking the live. Welcome back, Alec. The Nigel likes the live. Thank you. Okay. So far, we've done hip cars going forward. We're going to do some hip cars going backwards. All right, let's get ready to go. We're going to start by bringing the leg down and back. Flex the hamstrings, flex the glutes. Lift that leg back behind us. We're going to lift the leg up to the side. From here, we're going to rotate and bring the ankle up. Then do the opposite, bring the ankle all the way down. And then finish by bringing the knee across. Finishing over here. That's one rep. We're going to do 10 of these on the left side, 10 of these on the right side. Let's go. Back, side, ankle up, ankle down, knee, back, side, ankle up, ankle down, knee, back, side, ankle up, ankle down, knee, back, side, ankle up, ankle down, knee. That's 4. 5, back, side, ankle up, ankle down, knee. 6, back, side, ankle up, ankle down, knee. 7, back, side, ankle up, ankle down, knee 8, back, side, ankle up, ankle down, 9, last one, back, side, ankle up, ankle down, 10. Oh, if your hips are super tired, if your legs are super tired, that is very, 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 very normal. Give your hips a little bit of a light massage. Shake them out. And let's do one more hip car. Last one. Last leg. Let's go. Bring the leg back. Lift directly up to the side. Bring the ankle up. Ankle down. Knee. Oof. My hip just clicked there. The first rep on this side, I always get a little bit of pain. Then once it clicks, it's fine. Back, side, ankle up, ankle down, knee, back, side, ankle up, ankle down, knee, that's 2, back, side, ankle up, ankle down, knee, 3, back, side, ankle up, ankle down, knee, 4, back, side, ankle up, ankle down, knee, back, side, ankle up, ankle down, knee, 6, back, side, ankle up, ankle down, knee, 7, back, side, ankle up, ankle down, 8, back, side, ankle up, ankle down, 9, back, side, ankle up, ankle down, 10. Oh, those are the hip cars. If you're just joining in for the first time, we do 45 to 60-ish minutes of live side split stretching and hip mobility training every single day. And we do that for a couple of reasons. The first one is to practice consistency because it's the most important quality and it's the only one that will help you make progress. The second reason is for community. A lot of the time when we're struggling on the floor trying to do something new, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be a hit to your confidence, and it helps when you're doing it with other people. All right. So my goal is to bring good vibes to the internet. I hope you bring good vibes into the chat, hang out with each other, support each other, let each other know how cool it is that we are practicing consistency. And hopefully those two things combined, plus good vibes, makes it a little bit more fun, makes it a little bit less just pure suffering, a little bit more enjoyable when we work on our stretches and we work on our splits. Again, we do this live every single day at 9 p.m. Eastern, and on the weekends, which is right now, we have a bonus live at 9 a.m. Eastern, and that's what you're watching right now. So far, we have finished our first warm-up exercise, and that is the hip cars. We're moving on into warm-up exercise number 2. It is called the elephant walk. So let's get into it. Whew. For the elephant walk, I want you to fold forward and bring your belly button down towards the ground. All right, for most of us, your low back is probably a little tight, and it's going to be a little bit of a struggle for the first little bit from your back. You might not even feel it in your hamstrings. So just breathe, chill, give yourself a couple of seconds to relax. When your low back stops freaking out, go ahead and focus on that belly button. Keep on trying to bring it down to the ground. Breathe. I'm going to chill out here for a little bit longer. From here, we're going to start bending one knee at a time, straightening out the leg. And while our legs are bent, and I guess one leg is bent and one leg is straight, we're going to keep on trying to bring the belly button down as low as we can. We're trying to feel that stretch in our hamstrings, right? We're going to keep on switching from side to side. Right side, left side, right side, left side, right side, left side, right side, left side. And I want you to keep on trying to bring your belly button down towards the ground as much as you can. Stay low and bend from one side to the other. You might feel some tingly sensations in the back of your leg. You might be feeling a little bit of weirdness where your tendons connect your hamstrings to your hip bones, and it might feel like it's right underneath your butt. You might feel some tingly in your calves and in your toes. Those are all pretty normal. Our goal here right now is to keep on switching from side to side, keep on trying to bring our belly button down until suddenly this motion, this movement feels a little less
crazy and a little bit more normal. And once you feel like you're there, we're probably ready to move on. Come on up out of that stretch. Oh, if you were bent over for quite a bit, it might take a couple of seconds for you to stand back up straight. That's totally normal. It's totally okay. Take your time. You don't have to jump out of anything into the next move. What have we just finished? It's time to move on to some thoracic rotations. So we're going to take that position that we were just in, where we were folded forward and had one leg bent. We're going to bring that belly button down. We're going to help rotate our back. And we're going to do that by taking the hand with the bent knee. We're going to reach it across our body to the straightened knee. We're going to push and help rotate that chest. Open it up to the side. Extend the arm. Reach. Look at that hand. And breathe. Come back down to the center. Other side, we're going to bend the right knee now. Left leg is straight. Right hand is going across to the left side. It's helping to push open our chest. Left hand extends. Our head is turned to the left. Looking at that hand. Reach. Breathe. And that is 1 rep. We are going to do 5 in total. So we got 4 more to go. Let's do it. Reach and open. Come back down. Reach and open. Come back down. Keep on going. That's 3. And 4. Last one. Really reach. And 5. Hopefully, you got a little bit of movement there in the spine. You're feeling a little bit better, moving a little bit smoother. Because that's all we're doing for the back, and that's all we're doing for the arms. Let's get ready to move on into stretch number 3. Or I guess warm-up exercise number 3. You don't have to jump right into it right now. I'm going to demonstrate, and you can hop into the next motion. For the Cossack switches, warm-up exercise number 3, we're dropping down to one side, and we're chilling down here in this position. And we're trying to scoot our butts over to the other side and chilling in this position again on the other side. And we're coming back. Our goal is to do 10 reps. It's really hard to jump right into this position, so if you're not quite ready for this, come down, try to squat into a little ball, and come hug your knees for a second. All right? While you hug your knees, I want you to focus on folding your chest to your knees. I want you to focus on feeling the stretch in your Achilles tendon, in your ankles, feeling that calf stretch for a little bit. And I just want you to breathe here while I explain other stuff. All right? So, while you guys are sitting down here, I want you to notice that if I put my hands out in front, lean forward a little bit, extend my leg out, we're in the starting position of the Cossack switch. I want you to try your best to plant this heel down on the ground, and if you need to come up a little bit higher because of that, that is absolutely okay. From here, if you lean forward, you can put your hands down and help scoot your butt to the other side. Put your hands down, you can scoot your butt back to this side, and that is 1 rep. That is all I'm asking of you, and it is a bit of a challenge. So I hope you're ready, because it's time. Come on out of your huggy knee squat thing, and let's go. Lean forward, put your hands down, extend the leg, plant your heels down, and help get your butt across to the other side. Squish on the other side, and come on back. That's 1. We're doing 10. Over and back. That's 2. And over and back. That's 3. And over and back. That's 4. If your knees are feeling a little bit achy, you can come up a little bit higher, come across first, and then sink into this stretched position at the bottom. Up, across, sink. Up, across, sink. Up, across, sink. And I think we are at 7. Keep on going. We're going for a total of 10. This is 8. 9. Remember to breathe. Don't hold your breath. And 10. Those are our Cossack switches. If your hips are feeling tired, if they're feeling a little beat up, that's okay, because we're done. That is all of our warm-up, and it's time for our stretches. So if you're hearing this for the first time, you're going, what? That was our warm-up? There's more? Don't worry. We're warming up because we want to get our muscles prepared, get our bodies prepared for some stretches. All right. That means it's not going to be nearly as intense as the 10 Cossack switches that we just did, but we are trying to lengthen our muscles, and the warmer they are, the easier it will be for them to lengthen. Cool? Whew. Alec, I appreciate the likes. Thank you so much. Whew. Okay. I'm finally close enough. I can start seeing some face, what are the circles that show your faces from here. So I appreciate that you've been hitting like the whole entire life. Okay. Whew. It's time. Let's get into some stretches. The first stretch that I'm going to do is a hamstring stretch. And the way we do it looks a little bit like this. We are going to drop down onto one knee. We're going to extend one leg in front of us, and we're going to fold forward like so. For that reason, I recommend you grab a little bit of a cushion for this knee. It could be an old towel that you probably need to wash. Roll it up, stick it on your knee. If you have yoga mats, great. If you have a yoga block, this is a little bit high. Not the greatest, but I'm making it work. You can take old flip-flops. Anything that gives you a little bit of padding will do. From there, if it's a big enough pillow, big enough cushion, you can kneel on that thing and slowly extend your leg out in front. If you are immediately struggling with balance and you're shaking all over the place, widen the stance a little bit and you should be good to go. From here, we are focusing on the belly button. This puppy right here, we're trying to bring down to our thighs. All right. So let's start with that and fold forward at the hips. From here, I want you to take a nice big deep inhale and slowly exhale. And while you exhale, I want you to fold. Whew. Oh man. Okay. Your hamstrings are probably really tight right now. So just take some normal breaths. Massage the leg if you need to, and just chill. Ooh. I'm going to do one more inhale, exhale. All right, we're going to do a big inhale. Ready? Exhale and fold. Now your hamstrings should be super tight, super uncomfortable, and you can only just try your best to relax and breathe through it. From here, we're going to hold the stretch for 30 seconds, and then we're going to wrap up for this leg. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, that is our hamstring stretch. And we have one more hamstring stretch. Gotta switch to the other side. Come on over. Move that pillow, move that cushion, and let's get ready for hamstring stretch number 2 on the other side. We're extending that leg, winding the stance for balance, folding the belly button down to the thigh, and your hamstrings are going to get really tight immediately. Whew. Take some normal breaths, breathe, try to relax the muscles if you can, and then we're going to do the big inhale, exhale, and fold. All right? Inhale. Exhale and fold. Oh, yeah. All right. Hamstrings are feeling super tight now. Super uncomfortable. Take some time, breathe some normal breaths. And One more inhale, exhale. Ready? Inhale. Exhale and fold. All right, that's it. Let's hold it for 30 seconds and we're done. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, come on out of that stretch. Relax for a second. Breathe. And when you're ready to come out of that stretch, you can get rid of the cushion. We don't need it anymore. Oh, come up into standing. Shake out your legs. Do a little dance. Do a little wiggle. And once you've caught your breath, we're going to move on into stretch number 2, the butterfly. For the butterfly, I would recommend you get your butt to a wall, to something that you can lean against and have your back against. And that's because it will help us focus on our posture, our form. And it's not the back form that we care about, it is the leg stretching form that we care about. When your back is against something, in this case, I have a bed behind me, you can stand up a little bit straighter, you can lean against that, and that lets you focus more on opening up the hips. The butterfly stretch is happening here in the groin. So to really get into this groin stretch, I want you to imagine bring your knees down into the ground, okay? And to do that, I want you to use your outer thigh muscles, your glutes, to help open up your hips. If this is your first time joining and you have no idea how to use those muscles or how to activate them, just experiment and try. If your knees are coming up, those are not the right muscles. If they're going the other way and they're going a little bit closer to the ground and then you're getting stuck, it's probably the right muscles. All right. From here, we're going to take our hands, we're going to apply a little bit of pressure to the legs. If your back is leaning against something, you'll feel pressure in your back because it's keeping you from falling backwards, because you're pushing into your legs, but you're also pushing your own back backwards. That's why the wall is here. That's why we're using something to support our back. Okay. From here, we're going to do this, hold it for 30 seconds, and we'll be all done. Ready? Let's go. 30, 29, 28, 27. Don't hold your breath. Continue to breathe. 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, let the hands go first. And if your hips are feeling a little bit stuck, you can lift your knees with your hands, give them a little shake. And after a little bit, your legs will wake up. You can use your own muscles to do it. Flap the wings of this butterfly, and you'll be good to move on into stretch number 3. Oh, stretch number 3 is a standing pancake or a seated pancake. The goal of the pancake is to basically fold into your legs. All right. So from a seated position, you can take a seat on something that's stable, something that won't slide out behind you. So I recommend a heavy couch, maybe the side of your bed, as long as sitting on it and leaning away from it does not let the thing behind you slide out from beneath you, is good. From here, we're going to open up the legs decently wide. You can try and get it as wide as you can if you want. You don't have to. The goal here is to fold at the hips and bring the belly button down towards the ground like so. I want you to try your best to get as deep and as forward folded as possible. The ultimate end position is when your chest is in between your legs, like right here. It's going to be really hard to get there. So the starting point is here at the seated pancake. Usually we do some standing pancake, but I've been struggling a little bit because the floors are a little bit slippery and I keep on sliding around and I'm not getting into a very deep stretch. So today I'm going to just stick with the seated pancake all the way and we'll see how much of a stretch I can get from it. And maybe we'll stick around with the seated pancake for a little bit. Cool. From this seated position, we're opening up those legs decently wide and we're folding forward. All right. Your butt is supported, so you should be pretty stable. And in order to make this stretch a little bit more difficult, you can extend your arms out above your head and you suddenly feel like your whole body just got a lot heavier and is pulling you down at the hips. That's it. That's all we got to do. Let's go. 30 seconds. 30, 29, 28, 27. Remember, we're trying to bring the belly buttons down to the ground. 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Whew. Oh, come on out of that stretch. The floor and the carpet is still really slippery and it's kind of sliding all over the place underneath me. So that might not have been my best pancake, but I hope you got a lot out of that stretch. If you did it right, you're probably feeling quite a bit of tension here in your hamstrings. Your hamstrings are connected to your bones around here, just below and behind the knee, and in the bottom of your pelvis. So it doesn't matter if you are just trying to touch your toes with your legs together, or if your legs are really far apart and you're trying to do a pancake. As long as your hips are folding like so, you're going to get a hamstring stretch in. And the standing pancake or the seated pancake is basically that. We are putting a lot of effort into stretching those hamstrings, and that's why we do the elephant walk, we do the hamstring stretch prior to this to prepare us for the scary stuff like the pancake. Whew. All right, I hope that little spiel gave you some rest, some time to chill out, to move and groove, because we're going to get into the fourth stretch right now. I think this morning we did the figure four, so that means it's time for some pigeon stretching. Sorry, I think yesterday night we did the figure four, so this morning we're doing the pigeon stretch. For the pigeon, in general, I want you to do something that looks like this. I want you to bring the leg across your body. This leg over here, just ignore it for now. And I want you to aim sort of the midpoint of your leg between your knee and your ankle and try to bring the midpoint of your chest towards that midpoint. All right, that's a good general starting point for the stretch. And when you do this right, you should be feeling a little bit of a stretch in your hamstrings, but also in this outer hip over here. If you know a little bit about yoga, if you've done it before, you know that a more advanced pigeon involves taking this leg and sticking it directly behind you like so. It's awesome if you can do it. If you can't, it's absolutely okay for our purposes if your leg is slightly just hanging off to the side. If you do really want to work on bringing that leg back, when we're doing the pigeon stretch and we're really folded forward, your back is basically straight, so it should be a little bit more manageable for you to stick that leg back. Most of the time, this becomes difficult when you're trying to lift and arch your back. You're starting to feel that stretch here. So give it a try and see if you can get into that position. If you really can't and you want to, you can elevate that front leg a little bit, and that gives you a little bit of space underneath your hips, and that will help give you the room to bring your leg underneath. All right? Those are your options. If you need to, go grab something to support your front leg, and we're going to get started in 3 seconds. Whew. Ready? Leg across the body. midpoint of the chest, come into the midpoint of the leg, keep your hips low, extend the leg behind you if you can, and bring that chest down. 30 seconds. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20. Remember, the stretch is here at the outside of the hip, and if you're feeling like the stretch is really easy, push your feet away from you towards your face, and that should increase the stretch massively. Whew. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, come on out of that stretch. That is our pigeon stretch. We're going to switch on over to the other side. Same thing for this side. We're bringing the leg across the body. We're trying to hit the midpoint of our chest to that midpoint in between the ankle and the knee as our starting position. Once that's lined up, see if you can bring the leg back behind you. It'll be easier if you're already lower to the ground to help bring that leg back. And that's it. Let's go. 30 seconds. 30, 29, 28, 27. If you're finding the stretch is getting easier for some reason, it could be because your ankle is slipping further and further towards your crotch, your groin. And to make it harder, just push the leg towards your face. 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That is our pigeon stretch. Whew. Come on up and out of that stretch. Take a couple of seconds. Breathe. Oh. We have done 3 warm-up exercises. We've done 4 stretches. We have one last stretch that's left. It is the side splits themselves. If you're just joining in, or if you've been watching us do stretches on the floor, you probably don't know what this is about. We're doing 45 to 60 minutes of live side split stretching and hip mobility. We do this every day to practice consistency, to build a little bit of community, hang out, make the suffering that we do on the floor every single day a little bit more fun, a little bit more enjoyable, so that hopefully we can make a whole bunch of progress towards better mobility, towards better side splits. All right? If that sounds fun, hit follow, hit subscribe, keep coming back, because the number one thing that we care about is practicing consistency, because that's the only thing that will help you continue to make progress. All right? I think it's time to move on and talk about some side splits. Let's do it. The first thing, before the actual exercise, is making sure that you feel safe and you feel secure. Okay? When you get into a lot of stretching, one of the most important things to do is to reduce tension in your muscles. You want them to relax so that you can get to the longest lengthened position of that muscle, and you can get as deep into the stretch as you want, or as you can, right? So if you are feeling nervous about the side splits, if you're feeling some tension, apprehension towards doing the side splits, it's going to make your muscles a little bit tighter, and it's going to make it a little bit harder for you to get deeper into the stretch. So let's find ways to make that tension reduce itself. How do you relieve some of your worries? For some of you, it might be you just need to put cushions everywhere. You're afraid you're going to fall. That's okay. You can put as many cushions on the ground as you want. For some of you, it might be, what if I lose balance and I start falling forwards? If you start falling forwards, we'll actually be basically in some position where our hands are in front of us the whole time, so you should be okay there. But another scary thing is, what if I fall backwards? When you're in this type of position, you're just wiggling around, you're like, oh, what's going on? I can't figure out this position. How do I move my leg? Whatever it is that you might be confused about. Sometimes you might lose balance, you might start falling backwards and go, oh! If you prepare in advance and you have something nice to land on that is not dropping your butt right directly into the floor and falling 3 feet downwards, that can help reduce some of the fear. In my case, I have a bed behind me. Usually, I recommend that you use a wall, something sturdy, durable that you can fall back into, maybe have your shoulder smash into, and soften the blow. Because having your butt smash into the ground hurts way more than just having your shoulder kind of lean into the wall. Okay, so if you need to get cushions, if you need to get some stools, you need to get a whole bunch of stuff to help you feel safe, help you feel comfortable, go ahead, grab those things. In general, I recommend you stand just in front of something super stable or at least super soft so that if you start falling backwards, knock on wood, you got something to catch you. All right? And with that, let's get into some side splits. The first thing I want you to do is open up your legs. Doesn't have to be crazy wide, just a bit. If your hips hurt, bring your legs in together. The goal here is to fold forward like you're taking a deep bow. Your belly button is pointing straight down towards the ground. And when you're folded like this, you should be able to open up your hips a little bit deeper without pain. So try your best to get into a position where your hands are on the ground and your legs are a little bit wider. From here, I want you to lean into the arms, have some of your body weight in your hands so there's less weight on your legs. And we're doing this because I want you to externally rotate your legs. What does that mean? Your heels are down, your toes are up, and your knees are pointing up. This is called external rotation, and basically we're rotating the thigh bone so that it does not smash into our hips. And yeah, that's the short thing you need to know. Rotate the thigh bone, it doesn't smash into the hips. We good. From here, you're doing this on both legs, by the way. You just can't see the other one because this couch is in the way. From here, we're going to walk our hands back, get ourselves into a more intense position because now all of our body weight is in our legs. Whew. We're going to do a little wiggle from side to side, try to get deeper into the stretch. Oh, and we're going to hold this for 30 seconds. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That's it. Crawl your hands forward, pull your legs in. Oh, man. Oh. That is our first side split attempt. And we've put a whole bunch of tension into our legs, into our hips. Now we're going to try our best to reduce that tension, to eliminate it as much as possible. And we're going to do that by shaking out our limbs. So when you got a chance to recover, come back into standing and let's shake it out. Whew. If you've never been on the show before and you're not sure what shaking out means, don't worry, I got you. We're going to do something that looks like we're flicking water off of our toes. All right? You just got out of the swimming pool. Your legs are a little wet. You're going to flick water into the eyes of your friends, your enemies, your siblings, your cousins, whoever you want to flick water at. And I want you to whip that leg almost to get that whoosh, maximum flicking potential. Send that water flying deep into the eyes of your enemies, all right? And as you get more comfortable with this, you can start not exaggerating so much. You can drop the leg. You can keep on shaking out the leg. Shake, 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 shake. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Flop, 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 flop. And switch to the other side. Again, start with the exaggerated flicking water into your friend's eyes. Make sure your calves, your ankles are relaxed. And as you get more comfortable, you can pick up the pace. You can relax the leg a little bit more. And you can just let the leg flop around and shake and wiggle. Whew, that is how we shake the legs out and reduce tension. If you need a more clear example of what I'm talking about, imagine you just did a whole bunch of bicep curls. Your biceps really tense and you're walking around like this because right now your biceps are so tense you can't straighten out your arms, right? What we're trying to do is avoid this situation where the biceps are so tense you can't straighten out your arms. And we do that by shaking out the arms. If your biceps are super tense, right, your shaking out the arms would still look like this. You would look like a weird robot monkey thing. That's not what we want. We want your arms to be loose and wiggly and shaky and floppy. In order to do that, your muscles have to be loose, they have to be chilling. Same thing applies to our legs. All right? The more floppy and shaky and wiggly they look, the more likely they are to be super relaxed and ready for the next thing that we want to do, which is more side splits. So let's get to it. We're going to go into our second round of side splits right now. Stand 8 to 12 inches in front of whatever it is that you're prepared to fall into. From here, open up the legs decently wide. It does not have to be super wide. You should not feel pain in your hips. Fold forward. And once you folded forward, you should be able to get a lot deeper into that open leg position without discomfort. From here, we're walking the hands back and rotating the legs so that the heels are down, the toes are up, and the knees are pointing up. Help us get into that side split position. And we're walking our hands back towards our hips to really work on that stretch. Do a little wiggle from side to side, and once you're as deep as you can get, let's go. 30 seconds. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right. Crawl your hands forward, pull your legs in underneath you, and that's side split number 2. Breathe, chill, relax for a second, and when you can, come back into standing. We're going to shake out our legs again. If you need to, do a little dance. Make it fun. Enjoy yourself. And let's get into some shaking. Again, we're flicking water at our friends' faces, in the eyes of our enemies. We're letting that leg whip across. Relax the legs, relax the ankle, relax the calves when you do it. Whoosh. And same on the other side. Start with flicking water off of your hands and feet, and as you get more comfortable, pick up the pace, relax a little bit more, get chill, and shake, 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 wiggle, 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 flop, 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 flop. This time around, we're going to add in something a little bit extra for our hips directly, because we just did 2 rounds of side splits, and your hips are probably a little bit tense. What we're going to do is we're going to stand. We're going to lean a little bit to one side so that all of our weight is in one leg. Then we're going to drop this big toe and the ball of the foot down. Look real cool like this. And we're going to start rotating our leg in and out. There's no weight on this leg. All the weight is in the standing leg, the straight leg. And I want you to rotate your rotate your leg in and out. What we're doing here is getting a little bit of movement. We're also moving some of these muscles here in the hip, helping them to relax a little bit for reducing some tension in the hip. As you get more skilled at this and controlling the muscles, you can start doing it without having your foot on the ground. You can start straightening out your leg, and you can start adding it into the shake that you are doing already on the leg flicky, shaky, wobbly, shaky stuff that we already do. Cool? I gotta come up with a better name for this. shaky, shaky, shaky. All right, that is basically it. Let's do a couple on this side to even it out. Add it into your leg shaking, and we should be ready to do side split number 3. Y'all ready? Let's do this. Remember, stand in front of whatever it is that you're prepared to fall into, whether it's a wall that you can just slam your shoulder into, slam your butt into, or a bed or a couch that you can completely just fall flat and just be like, oh, cool, no big deal. Whatever it is that you decide to be ready to fall into, stand 8 to 12 inches in front of it, and let's go. We are opening up the legs decently wide. There should not be any pain. If there is pain, bring your legs together, fold forward, put your hands down, and see if you can open up the legs a little bit deeper. Now that we've done 2 side splits, you should be able to get a little bit deeper right away. But from here, with some weight in your hands, I want you to externally rotate the legs so that your toes are pointing up, your heels are down, and your knees are pointing up. You need this position in order to help get into a side split. So do that. This is the most important thing. From here, walk your hands back towards your hips, and we're basically ready for the third and final side split. Do a little tiny wiggle from side to side. See if you can break the friction holding your feet back from a deeper split. Breathe, and 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, lean forward, walk your hands forward. If you need to just fall and lay down for a second because your hips are so tired, that's okay. Nobody can see you. And all right, when you got a chance to relax and your hips are kind of recovered, come back into that kneeling position, come back into a standing position, and let's shake out the legs one more time. We're starting with the classic flicking water off of your legs as you get more comfortable and pick up the pace and let the leg relax. Doesn't have to be lifted so high. And we're shaking out that ankle, shaking out that calf, shaking out everything, getting loose. Other side. Shake, 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 flick, flick, flick. Pick up the pace and intensity. Shake, 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 shake. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Flop, 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 flop. Whew. If you figured it out already from the last example, you can add in that rotation in the hip. And you can pick up the pace. And you can start wiggling out the hip too. If you haven't quite figured it out, again, we are standing. All of our weight is on one leg. This leg is basically chilling. We're going to bring it nice and close. Drop the big toe down. Drop the ball of the foot down. We're going to help rotate the leg in and out of that hip socket. All of the movement is coming from where the thigh connects with the pelvis. Nothing else is moving. We're opening, we're closing, we're opening, we're closing. This is called external and internal rotation. Internal is when it rotates towards the inside of your body. External is to the outside. And that should help loosen up the hips, reduce some tension, and we can make it fun. We can make it a dance. You can do some stanky leg. Stinky Leg Junior is what I often call this when we're just doing a little tiny version. But if you want to make it a bit more fun, make it more of a dance move, add it in, make it fun. All right, other side. All the weight is in one leg. We're dropping down, putting the toe, the ball of the foot on one side, externally and internally rotating that leg. And once again, when you're ready, make it fun. Do some dance moves. You can combine these and do both at the same time. Turn it into more dance moves. All right. Once you've done all those things, your legs and your hips are all shaken out, a little looser. We're going to do a couple of joint checks and then we're going to wrap up. All right. The first thing that we're going to do is hip circles. Just take your time, do a little hula hooping. Oh, usually the sides of my hips are really tired and need a little bit of a stretch. Right now I'm feeling it in the obliques, but some days it's just in the outside of the hip. Oh, maybe the hip thing is done for today and it's just the obliques that's left. Moved up the chain. Anyways, couple of hip circles. If anything feels tight, needs a little bit of stretching, like your hip flexors in the front, give it a couple of seconds, chill, relax, and we can move on. Do just 1 or 2 high knees. If they're going to give you issues, you'll know on the first rep, so you don't have to worry too much. Following that, we're going to do a bit of a squat. We're going to fold forward. We're going to drop into this position. We're going to bring our knees in front of our toes as much as we can, so bring those knees forward. When you do that, you're going to feel a huge stretch in your Achilles tendon in the calves, and I want you to try your best to do a little bit of a calf raise. If you're able to maintain your balance, you're able to hold this position, and you're able to use force throughout all of these movements, your joints are probably fine, your muscles are working well, everything is relatively coordinated, and you're probably good to go. That is a wrap. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming in, practicing some live workouts with me today. We're doing really good on time. 11:53. Okay, or sorry, 9:53. We do this live every single day to practice consistency, to build a little bit of community, and to make stretching, hip mobility, better movement, a little bit more fun, a little less pure suffering, and hopefully that helps us make a lot of progress in our hip mobility, in our side splits. I can't drop into a full side split because I don't have enough room. So that is all you're going to see. Crystal Brian says, thank you. This was day 1. Amazing. Lovely. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for hanging out and taking, this experimental run of my show. Yeah, we do this every single day at 9 p.m. Eastern. I know for you, it's probably 9 a.m. Eastern, or, that is because on Saturdays, on Sundays, during the weekend, we do bonus lives for 9 a.m. Eastern. But every other day of the week, including Saturday and Sunday, Monday through Sunday, we have the 9 p.m. live. And yeah, please come back, join us, work out together. The number one thing I care about is consistency, right? It is so hard to stay consistent with fitness. It's so hard to make progress on these sort of challenges, these goals that maybe short term don't give you an immediate reward and takes a lot of commitment to do, right? And that's just how fitness goes. So the best thing that you can do is do whatever it takes to stay consistent. For me, it's always been doing it with other people, making it more fun, making it more engaging. And that's what I'm trying to do with the life. I'm trying to make it so that a whole bunch of people can come in, chill, basically turn their brains off, be entertained, and we can get through some good stretches, some good warm-ups, get a little bit more mobile, move a little bit better together. Cool? Okay, I think that's the ramble. If you've been on the live to this point, follow, hit subscribe, keep coming back, because now you know what we do. I'm going to take a look at this chat. I'm being asked if I'm jacked, and when somebody wants to see muscles, I'm going to pass. Thank you, though. We got some hellos. Hello, everybody on YouTube. Welcome back. Welcome if it's your first time. And I'm going to scroll around on TikTok. If you don't know, I'm doing a live on both platforms at the same time. I got 2 phones running, one over here for TikTok and one over here for YouTube. I don't think there are that many other comments on YouTube, so I'm going to come back to TikTok and let's see. Joe Blow says, thank you very much. Very helpful. Lovely. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Sheena, welcome back. It's good to see you again. You've been super consistent for the last 3 lives. That's awesome. Sweet. All right. Leslie 212 has liked the live 100,000 times. Thank you. Thank you very much. And We're scrolling, we're scrolling. I'm looking for comments. I think I saw a couple come in earlier. I'm just scrolling back to see what I have missed while we were doing the stretches, or I was doing the stretches way back over there. So give me a second while I just scroll awkwardly, and I'm trying desperately to read as much as possible. I think my screen shows different stuff than your screen shows. So if you're like, there's like 6 things in the chat, and what the heck are you possibly scrolling for? Is because I get notifications when somebody likes the live and when somebody joins the live. And so I have a lot of extra messages on my end that I don't think the rest of you see. Okay, I lied. I actually don't see anything else to address. So I think we are all done and we are wrapping up for this live. Thank you everybody for coming in. This might be the shortest live I've ever done. It's 57 minutes so far. This is crazy. Did I skip something? I can't remember if I skipped anything. I don't think I did. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, because you already got your workout done. And hopefully you feel good. You're moving a little bit better. You can have a great, restful rest of your weekend. That's it from me. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming in. Thank you for practicing consistency. I hope you had fun. And we have one more live for the weekend to wrap up this evening at 9 p.m. Eastern. That is in basically 11 hours. So feel free to come in for that. It will be scheduled on the TikTok and YouTube app, so you can go into the account and find it in a little bit. That's all I got. Thank you again for coming, and I'm wrapping up right now. Bye-bye.